Welcome you guys to my channel. Before starting this video, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Cát Tường, currently a junior in the Department of Foreign Language at Saigon University. My major is English Linguistics, Commerce, and Tourism. I'm so glad to see you here again. In this video, I'm gonna have a journey to Central Vietnam. And now, let's take a glance at my schedule. Let's go!
I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alley, saw the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love and every stranger took too much easy anger, all for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you, to get to you.
We started along our coach ride to Nha Trang from Saigon University in order to see the Nha Trang Oceanography Institute. With its enigmatic rock formations and unique appearance, Hon Chong Promontory is next stop. The following morning, we checked out early and traveled to Hoi An. On the way, we visit the Eo Gió windy Straits, where one can hear the wind blowing across mountainsides. Then we traveled to Da Nang to see the Marble Mountains and the renowned pagoda Linh Ung. The next day, we spent most of our time sleeping on the coach returning to Nha Trang. Afterward, we've moved to Đà Lạt. On the way, we visited the Christ the King Cathedral, the Domaine de Mary Church, and Đà Lạt railway station. The following day, we went to Bao Dai Palace 1 and 3, well-known historical landmarks in Đà Lạt, and we joined the Central Highlands Gong Festival. And finally, before returning to Ho Chi Minh City, we stopped at the Truc Lam temple. On the first day, persistent rain quitted our trip. Honestly, this has disappointed most of us. But this couldn't stop us from exploring Nha Trang City, especially the Oceanography Institute. Located at 1 Pagoda Street, about 6 km from Nha Trang city center, Nha Trang Oceanography Institute, also known as the National Oceanography Museum of Vietnam, is leading marine research institute in Southeast Asia. It has currently stored and preserved thousands of specimens of thousands of marine species. Visiting this institute, tourists seem to take part in the voyage of discovering the ocean. The marine organism includes species sitting in Vietnam, Cambodia, and surrounding waters, including endangered predators and rare marine mammals such as dugong. In particular, the museum is keeping, preserving, and displaying the giant whale skeleton. Also, tourists can open their mind with strange kinds of fish in Vietnam Ocean, like fish with thick lips, and the surprising feature to adapt with different climate patterns. For instance, they can change colors depending on the development of each stage. It was a bit regretful when it came to traffic in Nha Trang. Coaches that have more than 29 seats are not allowed to drive in Nha Trang between the hours of 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. or 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So, we had to wait for 2 smaller coaches to bring us to hotel. Since it was raining that night, we stayed inside and had some fun. Like...
我吃冰淇淋，我喝奶茶。
是吧？
好甜。甜。真的。
doesn't matter how far you run.
现在我用冰淇
When my
淋，
dad got
冰
sick,
淇淋，我
I
很
did
喜
something
欢
way
冰淇
crazier
淋
than，that.
但是冰淇淋比奶茶，
If you could use
我
it.
最喜欢奶茶。
The following day, we checked out and headed to Quy Nhơn, stopping along the route to visit Hon Chong Promontory. Located about 4 kilometers northeast from Nha Trang city center, right at the foot of Plasan Hill, Hon Chong boasts a large area of rocks with a variety of unique shapes lying on the shore. Hon Chong in Nha Trang features calm tropical waters, large stony outcroppings stretching out into the sea and swaying rows of palm trees lying all around the beach. On the way leading to Hon Chong, you will come across a unique Nhà Rường style architecture, which is called Nha Trang Bay Assembly Hall. It houses many relics and photos of Hon Chong and other attractions in Nha Trang. Strikingly, it has a space for demonstration of Vietnamese traditional musical instruments like Motocô Zither, Little Phổ, that attracts many visitors. The beauty timbre coming from these instruments seems to alleviate all the tension and tiredness of the audience, and for a moment, reminds them of long-established cultural value of generations of Vietnamese people. And now, please enjoy the melody. And now, let's take one last look at Hon Chong before we move to the next destination. Let's go! We are at Kiko El Gió right now, as you can see. The sea! When it comes to Quy Nhơn, we can't help but bring up the wind Strait El Gió. Located in the east of Phương Mai Peninsula, around 20 kilometers from Quy Nhơn city, El Gió is notable for its azure sea, untouched nature, majestic mountains, and clear blue sky. A long walkway with thousands of stairs and red handrails leading to the beaches is the first magical thing in El Gió. And say goodbye to El Gió. Our next destination was Hoi An. Hoi An Ancient Town is located in Vietnam Central, Quảng Nam Province, on the north bank near the mouth of the Thu Bồn River. The town reflects a fusion of indigenous and foreign cultures, principally Chinese and Japanese, with later European influence that combine to produce this unique survival. These original cultural and historic features demonstrate the town's outstanding universal value. Hoi An Ancient Town was classified as a National Cultural Heritage Site in 1985. The Japanese bridge has been an invaluable property and the symbol of Hoi An, as well as an iconic structure to all of warmly kind people living there. And if you notice, this destination is the place printed on the 20,000 Vietnam dong. And that night, we had a chance to try cao lau, a unique dish of this place. The next day, we visited Marble Mountains and Linh Ung Pagoda. The Marble Mountains are a group of 5 limestone peaks located 7 kilometers from Da Nang's downtown. Ngũ Hành Sơn are named after 5 elements: metal, water, wood, fire, and earth. Over centuries, the mountains has held special significance for the people of central Vietnam. There are about half a dozen large caves hidden away in the Marble Mountains, and many other smaller ones that are rarely visited. Most of the caves are cool inside, with the jungle plants and mossy walls, creating an exotic atmosphere you can find nowhere else. All the caves in Marble Mountains have unique features, and some have fascinating stories of being discovered and used as hideaways over centuries. The collapsed ceiling allows shafts of light to pierce the dark cavern, creating chromatic spotlights inside. Gong was once used as a secret base and later a field hospital for Vietnamese revolutionaries. One of the best parts of touring Marble Mountains is seeing the striking pagodas that climb this elevated peak. And about Linh Ung Pagoda, the most important and visible highlight of this pagoda is the Quang Am statue, the tallest one in Vietnam, 67 meters high. The statue stands facing the sea, with one hand praying and the other one holding the pitcher of nectar, as if she is blessing the fishermen who were reaching out to the sea for quiet, peaceful, and successful crop. And that evening, we enjoyed our life at Mỹ Khê Beach, with a coastline of 35 kilometers long from Hải Vân Pass to Nam Nước. Da Nang is one of the most beautiful coastal cities in Vietnam. Close to the city center, about 5 kilometers, Mỹ Khê is the common name. Coastline lasted 10 kilometers from the base of Sơn Trà Peninsula to Marble Mountains. On the way to Đà Lạt City, we visited Nha Trang Mountain Church. The Christ the King Cathedral is the largest church in Nha Trang and sits on the hill in the city center, meaning it can be seen from much of the city. The chancel area is large and airy with a high and free arch, which is full of light in the early morning, giving the church a peaceful and relaxed ambience. Overall, this church building was built in the Western architectural style with a strong layout. From a distance, Nha Trang Stone Church impresses with small cubes rising from the ground, standing out in the blue sky of the city. The highest point of the building is the place where the cross is placed on top of the bell tower. Then we visited the Domaine de Mary Church, also called My An Church or Cherry Church. Actually, that's why many people think that there's a feminine charm attached to the architecture of the church. If you need a change of mood for your Đà Lạt trip, which is always assumed to be romantic and peaceful, make sure to pay a visit to Domaine de Mary to worship and experience the intersections of French and Vietnamese art for yourself. And it was a beautiful day, suitable for a noble woman like me to go for work. King Palace 1 in Đà Lạt is about 4 kilometers from the city center, located on the windswept high hills surrounded by immense romantic pine trees. King Palace is considered one of the unique architectural buildings, deeply marking the neoclassical European style, both magnificent and attractive enough to stir the human heart. Tourists visiting the palace, in addition to being immersed in the romantic, natural scenery, can also discover the life and workplace of King Bao Dai inside the palace, as the architecture is heavily influenced by European architecture style. And that night, after conquering Lang Biang, we had dinner and enjoyed the Central Highlands Gong Festival at Lim Mut. The space of Gong cultures covers 5 provinces: Con Tum, Gia Lai, Đắk Lắk, Đắk Nông, and Lâm Đồng. The space of Gong culture consists of the following factors: gongs, gong performances, gong bands, and ritual festivals that use gongs. In Gong culture, gongs are the material that connects man and supernatural world, we have truly immersed ourselves in the music, which has relieved all of our worries. And our last destination was Truc Lam Pagoda. It is one of the most beautiful temples in Vietnam because of its stunning location on top of a hill and with the views of Tuong Lam Lake, Đà Lạt most beautiful lake. The outside complex is at the top of the hill with the best view, with the temples used for praying. These temples are surrounded by gardens and forests that make it a very peaceful place. And the temples themselves may not be the most special in Vietnam, but the location makes them a great place to visit.
Good afternoon, my name is Michael Armstrong. I'm from Santa Cruz, California, on the Monterey Bay, south of San Francisco and west of Silicon Valley.
My name is Alina. Trang nhé.
Well, a lot of people are talking about Vietnam now as an exciting destination to go to because I enjoy scuba diving, and Vietnam has scuba diving, but right now is the rainy season, so the conditions weren't good for scuba, but I enjoyed other aspects of culture.
The sea, of course. We want to see something special, something interesting. Yeah.
很古色古香，很漂亮，觉得很友善啊，very friendly。
The best part of Vietnam is obviously the people are very kind and funny, they're always laughing and very helpful. A lot of people helped me find directions, and even if their English was basic level, they still made an effort to try and be helpful to me. I would like to see the government spend more money to fix the roads. The Vietnamese people deserve that from the government.
Của mình ở đây thì không rất hài hòa, thì bởi vì là thành phố du lịch cho nên mọi cái đều muốn để khách hàng quay lại đến và quay lại.
People super, very interested, very every time smiles, every time ready to help you. Very, very good people, really. We like it so much.
Đà Lạt nói chung là một địa điểm mà di tích lịch sử, thì điều đầu tiên là tính lịch sử của nó, thứ hai là vấn đề cảnh quan. Thì cảnh quan của Dung Đà Lạt là được rất là chăm chút, mà thấy là hoa ở đây rất là nhiều, cảnh quan rất là cổ kính hiện đại. Thì kiến trúc ở đây là kiến trúc tân cổ điển, thì hiện tại thì các bạn trẻ rất là thích cái phong cách mà hoài cổ, nên là cái phong cách này rất là được bạn trẻ yêu mến, nên là cũng rất là du khách ở đây.
Nói về biển, Nha Trang là đẹp nhất rồi. Biển, đảo, ở đây thì có nhiều tổ chức du lịch, nên khách du lịch người ta thường hay đến. Thì ở đây có Highlands, có Thác Bà, Hon Chong, rồi bãi biển đẹp.
And before I end this video, I would like to sincerely thank you for taking your time to follow my journey.